Hi there, it's Jill Blanchette with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm here for my alternates to the Warm Wishes Paper Pumpkin Kit. This is the one we got in November. Made treat boxes. You can see that right there on the side. They're cute little houses. I'm going to show you my first alternate. I made this one. And I'm going to show you how I made it. My base is an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of I use thick white, but you don't have to. Then we have a shaded spruce that I've cut on the 1/8. So we've got 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. Right there. Okay. Now I have a crumb cake that is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my paper where I can get all dirty. And I've got my bleed proof white here. And this is like paint, acrylic paint, and you could use it probably acrylic paint as well, but I've got it, I sort of thinned it down a little bit. You just have to put a little bit of water in there and get it a little bit soupy, and then you can flick with it. You can, let's see if I can get it to flick on the paper like I want. I just want to fill it up with like white splatters and splotches. And I have a toothbrush, but the bristles aren't stiff enough. These aren't really working that great either, but like I said, it's still not working as good as the real stiff toothbrush. But I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to go wash my fingers. I'll be right back. You can obviously use whatever kind of medium you like to use to make splatters and such with. But then we're going to go ahead and glue that on. It needs a little bit to dry, and you can hit it with your heat tool if you want as well. That'll work. You can also just set it aside to dry while you continue on with the other couple pieces, and I'll do that. So I've got bubble bath with 2 of my scallop dies taped together to make a frame. And I'm going to use that. Then I'm going to take a piece of basic white and stamp the house and the trees with the Memento black ink. And then I'm going to take a variety of my markers, my Stampin' Blends, and color in all this area. I'm going to make the door red. I'm going to make the bushes a combination of old olive with a little mossy meadow in them. Like that. I'm just going to go ahead and color all this. And then I'm going to fussy cut it out. And then we'll continue on from there. So I'm going to put a little bit of old olive on there. And maybe I won't need mossy meadow because I got enough of the old olive. So, and I'll do this same thing on the wreath on the door, just to kind of give it a variety of colors. And then, like I said, I'm going to fussy cut it out. And I'll be right back. All right, I got that all set. Now I'm going to adhere the door piece to the back of the frame. Put a little bit of glue on the back of the frame and about where the spots where I think this is going to go. Like like right there. We'll see if I got it in the right spots. And I'm just going to tuck it up under there like that. I did the sidewalk in gray granite as well. I didn't really want to leave that space right there. There we go. But I'm going to leave it anyway because I want more of the trees to show. If I get it down too low to cover up the space, then the trees aren't going to show. So now I've got that glued to my frame. And we're just going to go ahead and put a bunch of dimensionals on the back of it because we want to pop it up on the card front. In here. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue on our frame. It should be dry. I hit it with the heat tool for a second. We'll glue it to the front. Be very careful just in case it's not all dry. Some of those big splotches might not be dry. So, and then we're going to stick this kind of about center. And forgot to peel the back off that one. There we go. So then I've got the words from the kit. So our greeting, I'm going to use shaded spruce with the warm wishes from our home to yours. My piece of paper is a little large, so I'm going to trim that down. We'll go about right there. That looks okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Might still be a little thick, but we're going to go with it. Then I'm going to trim the sides into the flag fishtails, whatever you might call them. And I'm going to pop that up on the front. I want this one at a little deeper angle. With a dimensional or two that I got right here. Put that across the front. And then I've got another piece of paper that I'm going to do the little dog in black memento. And then I can't tell on this little dog if he's got a letter in his mouth or if he's running with the scarf. So different cards do these. I've made his scarf be the whole thing with a letter in his mouth, and other cards I made him a collar with the scarf on, that he's run away with somebody's scarf kind of thing. So I'm going to color the little guy in crumb cake. So, get a little darker. And we'll give him a yellow collar. And this time he's running away with somebody's scarf. Being a little mischief. Creating, oops, I forgot his front leg. Okay. And then I just have a 1-inch punch. Gonna punch the little guy out. Open up our ink again. Just gonna roll my circle through over the ink pad to give it a little bit of darkness around the edge. A little illusion that there's depth to it, maybe a layer on it. Put this giant dimensional on the back. And then I'm just going to pop it up down there. Now, since this card is on white, you don't need a layer inside, and I use the thick white, but you could stamp something from the kit on the inside, or stamp another, some words if you'd like on the inside. But there's our first card, and stay tuned for more.